By the end of this video, you'll have a production-ready WhatsApp appointment booking automation that works 24/7 for you. The customer messages you on WhatsApp, the AI checks your Google Calendar for availability, books the appointment, saves all the details to Google Sheets, and sends a professional confirmation email, all automatically. The best part? You don't need to write a single line of code. We're using n8n AI automation tool. So the first thing you gotta do is get started on n8n.io, sign up following all the settings, and then open your instance. After, you need to create your workflow, and every workflow needs a trigger because a trigger is what starts the workflow. Without a trigger, n8n would have no signal telling it when to run your series of nodes. So for this use case, we're going to use the Twilio trigger and click on new SMS. Don't worry, this will be not SMS, it will be completely automated via WhatsApp. And then we need to create the new credentials. n8n is asking us for the account SID and authorization token, which we're going to get from the Twilio website. So once you follow the link that I will leave for the Twilio, you will get to this page. You sign up for free and continue with the trial version of the account. Once you get to the Twilio, you first need to buy a number. Make sure you check all these options here within the capability settings and just purchase a number. Once you've purchased the number, you should be able to see in the section of active numbers your phone number here. The next step that we're going to do, create new sender, select your Twilio number, and then we need to link WhatsApp business account with the Twilio phone number via Facebook. Why Facebook? Because both Facebook and WhatsApp form part of Meta. So that's how we're going to link the accounts. So click on continue with Facebook, then select your account. Regarding the business portfolio, you can create your new business portfolio, or if you already have one, you can select the one that you have. Then you add your business name. Then you should select your WhatsApp business account or create a new one. Add a business account name and also pick up your service. Then you will be asked to add your WhatsApp phone number. You will use the phone number that you got from Twilio. Then you should paste here and then verify the phone number via OTP. Click next, and you should be able to see in the Twilio, in the WhatsApp senders page, that the sender status is online, which means that it is connected. In order to link n8n with the Twilio, you go to account dashboard, scroll down, and now you'll be able to find account SID and authorization token, which you're going to copy and paste both of them and paste them right here. I've already done that, so I got my Twilio account already connected with n8n. Once we connected our Twilio account with n8n, we're going to connect this node with AI agent. We're going to connect it to the Anthropic chat model. This model is Claude 3.7 Sonnet. So I'm going to show you how to get the credentials for this. Go to console.anthropic.com, and then in the left bar settings, go to the API keys and create the new keys with the secret name. And then copy that key into the new credentials. So let's save this into the new credentials that are over here. Anthropic API key, and just paste it right here and save it. So we connected our AI agent with the Anthropic chat model, which is Claude 3.7 Sonnet that you need to select, because this model is the best actually for the chatbots that Anthropic has. Anthropics are, from my perspective, better than ChatGPT models. And in order to fill these variables, we actually need first to trigger this node. How are we going to trigger? We're going to click on execute workflow, and then click on the WhatsApp. Go to WhatsApp and just hello, it's me. Send message hello, it's me to the WhatsApp. And let's define these settings. So you are useful assistant. Okay, let's do this once again. Hello. Now we got the WhatsApp sender's number, the timestamp, so any relevant information from Twilio regarding the message that has been sent, and also the WhatsApp number. So let's write just hello, how are you? Now the Twilio should be triggered. It is triggered. This is excellent. And now if we open this node, you will see here that from Twilio, we have a lot of information about the message and Other stuff such as the WhatsApp number that is used to send the message, what's actually our WhatsApp number, what's the body of the message, actually what's the message, and timestamp when the message was sent. And the output of this AI agent is actually powered by Anthropic 3.7 Sonnet, and this is the answer that the AI agent just wrote to us. So in order to get this message back to the phone number of the sender, we need to add another Twilio node, WhatsApp message, and drag and drop the WhatsApp number that we're going to send the message to. But the thing is that this variable actually has the WhatsApp string within it. So we need to make sure that this is being removed. So this is how we're going to do it. So you are actually calling the replace function that is going to replace this string with empty string, with nothing. So let's leave it right here. Sorry, this is the part that should be from, and to is this variable over here, and the same rule is following this one. So we need to actually just do the same, and now we have the clean number over here. And the message that we're going to send is the output of the AI agent model to WhatsApp. Check that part, of course. And if I execute this step, I should be able to see actually the message. Cool, this is the message. I'm here to help. Whether you have questions, need information, or want assistance with the task, I'm ready to support you. Okay, so the hard part is done. Now what this AI agent needs is actually a memory. And I'm going to create a Supabase Postgres SQL DB in order to store every conversation my AI agent has with users so I can track what people are asking, remember their chat history when they return, and analyze the data to make my agent smarter over time. So let's click here, memory, Postgres SQL, chat, memory, and then we will need to create a new credential for the Postgres. We will need to go to the Supabase website to create a new account. Once you have this configuration on your screen, you can choose the free plan to create the organization within the Supabase. And also you can give a database password. Once you have your project status active, you can go to the project settings, then click the database, and then click the connect button over here. So this can be a little bit confusing to find the parameters that we need to use to connect to n8n. So what we need is host, database, user, password, and also the port. So how are we going to find it? You're going to click here, filter PostgreSQL, and then choose the transaction pooler as a method. And in this big string, you can find all the details that are necessary to connect n8n with the PostgreSQL DB. So this is our host that we're going to copy and paste. This is the port number. The username is after the -u. So let's copy, paste it here. The password that we're going to use, the password that we used when we created actually the PostgreSQL DB within the Supabase. And the port that we're going to use is this one over here. All right, let's save it. So once we connect our Postgres chat memory, make sure that the ID is defined as the refined phone number of the sender, which we use right here. All right, so copy this one and just paste it right here. Also, when you click the AI agent, make sure that the prompt user message to the AI agent will be actually the received message over here. So respond to message is actually the prompt for our AI agent, and we're going to drag and drop the body of the message right here. Now we're going to save this. Also, you can increase the context window's length to 20, so the n8n can interact with past 20 messages with this phone number. Let's go back to the canvas, make sure that the workflow is in active state and that you have executed at least once after that the workflow. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to WhatsApp. I will write hello, hi, test. Awesome, we got the response via WhatsApp. And now let's open the Supabase and refresh the table. We should be able to see the conversation right here. Cool. So if we open this, we can see that the human sent the message Hi, test, test. This part is actually what we have coded in the prompt of the AI agent. And also we're able to see what AI agent has responded. The last part of this AI automation will be building an MCP server here, which stands for Model Context Protocol. Think it as a smart middleman that sits between the AI agent and all your tools like Google Calendar, Gmail, or Google Sheets, and automatically tells the AI what tool can do, what parameters it needs, and how to use it properly. The nice feature of MCP server is that if Google updates their API or adds new features, the MCP server automatically reflects these changes, so I don't have to manually update dozens of n8n nodes every time something changes. So let's call the MCP trigger here. And here you can find the URL, the test URL, the production URL, which we will be copy and paste it in the tool, in the MCP tool that is linked to our AI agent actually. So you can paste it right here. And from here, we will attach the Google Calendar, the Gmail tool, and also the Google Sheets tool. In order to connect these tools, we need to go to console.cloud.google.com and you can start new project. Once your project is created, you can click over here, scroll down to the API services, enable API and services, then scroll down to all authorization consent screen and select, make sure that your project is selected here. Click get started. So the app will be called n8n use support mail. Click external audience, next, contact email address. You can give the same email address, continue create. We have created the OAuth consent screen. Let's click here, click API and services, then click credentials. And we need to create new credentials and select the OAuth client ID for this case. Application type, it is a web app. The name, you can call it however you want. Let's say an n8n app. And the authorized redirect URI is actually something that we're going to fetch from the n8n. Let's go back to the n8n, save this workflow first. Let's click here, add a new credential. We're going to set up Google to API. So this is the auth redirect URL that we need to copy. Go back to the Google Cloud Console and just paste it right here. Great. And now, as you can see, we have the client ID and also the client secret. So we'll be able to copy the ID and copy and paste the client secret. And make sure you add the scope into these settings over here, because sometimes n8n has challenges identifying which email to connect to if you have logged into multiple accounts via your browser. So the next step that we will do is actually going to Google Sheets and create these columns over here, which will be filled by the user following our instructions that we will give to the AI node. So make sure that you create these columns with exactly these names without the spaces, because we will use these column names as variables within the system prompt for our AI node. So let's go back to n8n. And the first tool that we will create will be the Google Sheet read node. I already created them, but you can create just by clicking the plus sign over here, and you search for Google Sheets tool. When you click that, you'll click also here and then create new credentials, and then make sure that you actually sign in using OAuth 2 method that we created already. And you will just click here, sign in with Google, and then from the drop-down menu, you'll see the list of emails, and you choose the one that you connected to the n8n account. The same login method will be done for the Google Calendar afterwards, and of course for the Gmail tool. So let's open the first tool. It's a Google Sheets read, as I said. So when you connect your Google Sheets to n8n, you will click here, Sheets within document, the resource, and then get rows. So we want to give permission actually to the AI that it can get like all the rows from that Google Sheet, and then choose the document that we created in the Google Sheets. And of course, after the Google Sheet name, which is in this case just Sheet 1. So the next tool that we will be adding to the MCP server will be the Google Sheets add row option. It is called actually append row, the operation, as you can see over here. And we will choose, of course, the same appointment booking document and the same sheet. So for this tool, we will be only sending one value to our Google Sheets, and that will be the email that we will afterwards use to match with other information within the append or update tool. This operation over here from AI is an n8n function, which will retrieve the actual email of the client that has sent via WhatsApp. And this over here, after the comma, it is just a description for us, so we know what actually this function does, and it uses the email address that the user provides us. The third tool that we will add will be update row, which is called append or update row operation. After choosing the same document, the same sheet, we will manually map all the columns, and the columns that we will match on will be the email that we already will be having from the previous tool that we added. And the same function follows the email actually. From AI, the email address of the user, appointment date, it is the date as a parameter, and it is the appointment date and time in Central European time zone that the user has confirmed. Booking status is the status either confirmed or canceled. So if someone wants to reschedule or if someone wants to cancel actually the appointment. The time zone would be the parameter that we're using to identify or time zone or location via WhatsApp. This is something that can be manually edited due to the project specifications if it's a remote appointment, depending on the service that the client is providing, or if it's actually the in-person appointment. The phone number, same variable from AI we're using here. It is the phone number with the country code that the client has provided via WhatsApp chat. And the intake form, it is about like what is the appointment about? Is it like a dental checkup or a mental health training or whatever they want? So the fourth tool that we will add will be the Google Calendar. You can connect n8n with your Google Calendar by clicking here, create new credentials, and then just sign in with the Google. After you do that, you will click here that the resource is the events, and you will get everything from a specific calendar. And you can create your new calendar within the Google Calendar, or you can just click the one that is default calendar for your user account on Gmail. Here we have actually the two parameters. One is after and the other one is before. And they are actually the time filters that limit which event are returned from the calendar. So we want everything that is scheduled after today's date and after today's time and before the period that is exactly in 1 week. Actually, we can extend this to be like in 2 weeks. So that is what the Google Calendar, that is actually what n8n will fetch from the booked appointment in your Google Calendar. So the AI should know which time slots are actually booked. The next tool, the fifth tool that we will add will be the calendar write, which will create the events on our Google Calendar. We're using the same calendar, of course. And here we have a start and end time, which is something that AI will also fetch from the chat with the user. So it is the appointment, date and time in ISO format. And this is the example of the ISO format. And the end, it's actually the appointment, date and time in ISO. It is the same. And this is something that can be also figured according to the project specification and according to the duration of each session or intake form, how I call it in this case. And we will also add two additional fields here. It will be the topic or the intake form and also the name of the user. So it could be a doctor or whoever. So it is something that can be configured according to the project specification. So the create event calendar will not be empty or like unlabeled. It'll be having actually the topic and also the description of that event. So the sixth tool that we will add to the MCP server will be the Google Calendar delete operation. We will choose the same calendar and we will provide the event ID from AI n8n function, and the parameter is called event ID. It is the Google Calendar event ID that needs to be deleted, and this parameter is something that we will add to the system prompt of the AI agent. The last tool that we're adding will be the send confirmation email. So if I open this, you'll connect to your Gmail account in this case using the OAuth2 method. And by picking your account, the resource that we will use for the sending email will be the message, which is actually the email. The operation is the send, and we're sending that email from the email from AI function and from the email parameter that will be derived from the WhatsApp conversation. And the subject is the subject that is also something that we will fetch from the AI function. And this is just the string that I have randomly added like ABC company, or according to the name of the company, it is something that it can be edited like as a subject. Then if I scroll down, I've added the email type HTML, where you can actually add the HTML code with a specific font, with specific style of the email, and with the logo of that company. And that will be it. So let's go back to Canvas and let's just test. So after we've done that, let's go to the AI agent and check the prompt and how actually the appointment booking works. So here we're saying to the chatbot that it is an AI appointment booking assistant, and that you'll be asked to book, check, and manage appointments. We give it the current date time, and also we're using the Central European time in this case. It should follow these instructions exactly. So we have number one, number two, number three. The first is initial contact, when the user says hi or anyone or anything else. The Google Sheets, then the AI should actually use the tool Google Sheet Read One to check if there exists an appointment with that phone number, and then to respond with greetings, ask for email, name, phone, city, session topic, preferred date time, and to show at least five available slots for current or next week. Format slots are weekdays, generate slots Monday to Friday. This is like the working time of your clinic or whatever you have, and that it should not proceed if there are not all of these data provided from the users. Then the second step is processing the booking request, where the AI. So I've added actually this one because AI sometimes have troubles to understand what is the current day of the week and what is the date, etc., etc. So I gave it this instruction first. Then it should need to convert it to ISO format of the date, and as well to validate if it's like from Monday to Friday. And if this is done, if this is step done, then it should go to 3. And if validation fails, show 2 or 3 nearby alternative slots and wait for a user to select, which means like if Monday 9 p.m. is booked from any other user and someone else wants to book it, it is not available. So it needs to show 2 or 3 alternative slots like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. on Monday, etc., etc. Number 3, the third step is creating the booking actually, only if the slot is available. So we are giving additional instructions about the slots, that the slots can't overlap with each other, and that the AI should check if the user already has the email. So email in this case is like our key. If the new email, then add row to the tool called Google Sheet Add Row 1, wait for success, then call Google Sheet Update Row, where we are matching the email from this tool, from actually the result of this tool, with the email that is right here. And then we're giving all other details. And what happens if there's existing email, we're calling only the update row with all parameters, and then calling the calendar write tool, where we will be actually adding to the calendar the session, the appointment with the session title, the appointment name, and the topic as well. After that is being success, we're sending the email confirmation email to our customer. So here I've added some critical rules for the send email one tool, where AI chatbot should collect 6 parameters in order to actually send the email. So the first one is that it should collect the email from the user. The second is to actually generate the subject of the email. So it is appointment confirmed Monday, blah, blah, blah. The name is the full name of the user, the date, the time, and the topic of the appointment. Do not skip calling send email 1. Do not say authentication issue or error sending email unless the tool actually returns an error. Only after all these 3 tools are succeeded, sheet calendar email confirm booking to the user with details. If send the 1 email, tool actually fails and returns the error, report the exact error message from the tool. And then I've added actually the 4th rule about handling unavailable slots, just in case that I have some bugs with this stuff.
So if requested time is unavailable, inform user and suggest two or three nearby alternatives, same day preferred or the next day. Do not show all available slots, only nearby ones. Wait for user to select and validate. Process to step three. Step three is, let's go here, creating the booking. Here we were giving like the actual tools that the AI chatbot can use, and here pay attention that it should be the same name. It should follow the same name as the tools are named within the n8n. And also we're giving here a description to the AI, like what that tool actually does. And I've added some critical rules down here about the timestamp, about the generating slots, about the time zone, as well as like calling the tools in the sequence, never skip calling email one, etc., etc. Something that again AI had troubles understanding how I want to build this, so I gave it some critical rules that it should follow, and it will always follow these rules because it sees that these are critical rules. So let's test this actually. Let's open WhatsApp and say like, hi, I'd be happy to assist you with booking an appointment to get started. I'll need following information for you. So let's say like full name, whatever, phone number, city, let's say Paris, France, or let's say a remote session actually. Let's say this is a mental health coaching preferred time. So let's say Monday, so it's actually November 18th at 9 a.m. Cool, great news, Igor. Your appointment has been successfully booked. Confirmation details. So let's actually now open the email, and we can see here that I've received the email. ABC company appointment confirmed Monday, November 18th at 9 a.m. We have here the HTML code, also with a picture. Let's open now the Google Sheets, and we can see also that the session is confirmed. Remote session, my name, the phone number, the email, and the intake form, like the session. And here we can see also that the session has been added to the Google Calendar, appointment with Igor Kotsic. And also we have here the description, mental health coaching, which we added from the n8n via parameters. And let's now actually reschedule. Sorry, I want to reschedule for, let's say, Tuesday, 11 a.m. Cool, great. Your appointment has been successfully rescheduled. Your appointment details. Let's open the Google Sheets. We can see that the Google Sheet has been updated. Let's open the email. Cool. So we can see also in the email that we got another confirmation email. And if we open the Google Calendar, we can see that the one that was here was deleted, and we've added here in this time slot the new rescheduled appointment. And that will be it. Thanks for being here, and have a great day.